Over 20 years. That is more than 2 decades of absolute excellence in a field that is, let's face it, highly competitive and incredibly demanding technically. Back in 2003, a group of young, fiercely driven engineers started Tritech with one uncompromising mission: to deliver world-class HVAC solutions across Bangladesh. Fast forward to today, and they've evolved from those ambitious, grassroots beginnings into this massive authority with unmatched scale. Surviving 20 years in commercial engineering, that takes serious resilience. So, how'd they actually do it?
Well, okay, let's dive into this, because when you think of a massive industrial HVAC provider, your brain probably jumps straight to heavy machinery, complex electrical grids, and, tons of cold steel. But Tritech? They operate on a surprisingly human-centric philosophy. Their core motto is, where people come first, excellence follows. And listen, this absolutely isn't just some corporate slogan cooked up for a glossy brochure. As we're going to uncover in this explainer, treating people as their single most valuable asset is the literal engine driving everything they do.
What's really fascinating here is their hiring formula. They have a very specific way of defining what they're looking for when building their elite teams. To them, attitude equals an honest willingness to learn plus trustfulness. In a highly technical field like this, you probably expect them to demand like 10 years of ultra-specific machinery experience right out of the gate. But no, they explicitly say you don't need perfect technical skills on day one. What you absolutely must bring is the right mindset, the enthusiasm to try, and just total integrity. They've got the infrastructure to teach you the complex stuff, so they hire for character first.
And that mindset feeds directly into their ultimate long-term goal. Tritech focuses relentlessly on building actual careers and shaping the future leaders of the HVAC industry. They're not just trying to fill empty job descriptions to hit some quota. They provide this incredibly rich environment where their team is challenged and supported every single day. For anyone watching who's looking to enter, or maybe significantly level up, in mechanical and electrical engineering, this is a real game changer. It shifts the whole narrative from just finding a job to a massive opportunity for profound personal growth.
So why should someone actually join their ranks? Well, it really boils down to 4 main pillars. First up, full on-the-job training. They don't expect you to know everything, they literally want to shape your abilities. Next is merit-based growth. Your attitude directly determines your altitude at Tritech, meaning if you put in the hard work, you're gonna get recognized. Third, you're stepping into an incredibly innovative work environment where you tackle Bangladesh's most complex, iconic projects. And finally, stability. You get the unparalleled reputation of rolling with the #1 provider in the entire country. It's an ecosystem engineered for your success.
And this brilliantly illustrates the crucial takeaway about their culture. You are never alone. They very intentionally built a highly collaborative, inclusive vibe. The second you step through the doors at Tritech, you're surrounded by supportive peers, top management who are actually accessible, and veteran senior engineers. We're talking hundreds of years of combined mentorship experience right at your fingertips. They know perfectly well that complex engineering requires teamwork, so there is always someone by your side to guide you. Every roadblock just becomes a massive learning opportunity.
So how does this whole people-first culture actually translate into high-level technical work out in the field? Well, it empowers this highly supported team to deliver completely comprehensive 360-degree HVAC solutions. We are talking massive commercial, industrial, pharmaceutical, and food-grade applications. Their portfolio spans everything from heavy-duty electric and absorption chillers right down to specialized industrial dehumidifiers from top-tier brands like Fissair and Yake. They handle full air handling and ventilation setups, plus strictly regulated pharma and food-grade clean rooms and cold storage. They literally do the whole shebang.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how they push the absolute boundaries of innovation. Sure, they have robust standard chillers from renowned global brands like Daikin, LG, and Midea, but the real pinnacle of their engineering excellence is their deployment of ultra-high-end equipment, specifically Dun & Bush, Kawasaki, and Smart's oil-free chillers. And the history here is absolutely crucial. Smart is literally the inventor of the oil-free magnetic bearing chiller, which is a massive revolutionary leap in energy efficiency and low maintenance. And Tritech, they were the absolute pioneer in bringing this incredibly advanced, world-class technology to Bangladesh. They aren't just riding industry trends, they're the ones introducing the most cutting-edge tech available globally right into their local market.
Just imagine for a second the sheer scale of working on projects across all these critical sectors. In healthcare and hospitality, they're engineering the exact precision environments needed for life-saving hospitals, highly controlled pharma clean rooms, and luxury resorts. Over in industry and retail, they're cooling the massive textile and garment factories that literally drive the economy, not to mention sprawling shopping malls. And in the high-stakes tech and food sectors, They're ensuring the 24/7 reliability of mission-critical data centers and maintaining the strict safety standards of cold chain logistics. Whenever absolute comfort, precision, and zero downtime are demanded, Tritech is the go-to name.
If this sounds like the kind of high-performing environment where you'd absolutely thrive, they've laid out a super simple 3-step roadmap to join the team. Step 1, keep a close eye on their latest job openings. Step 2, apply directly on their LinkedIn or Facebook pages. And Step 3, which as we've seen is the most important one by far, come with attitude. Remember, if you bring the right mindset, honesty, and that burning willingness to learn, Tritech promises they'll provide the rest of the tools you need to succeed.
So that brings us to a final, provocative question. Dare to try Tritech? Your journey to becoming Bangladesh's next top HVAC leader could start right here. You can reach out to them directly at their headquarters in the JCX Business Tower in Dhaka, or just check them out online at tritechbd.com. If you've got the drive, the ambition, and the integrity, this might just be that career-defining opportunity you've been waiting for. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. I hope this deep dive gave you a crystal clear understanding of how Tritech is engineering pure excellence, simply by putting people first.